let me share with you the rough version of my story. So, I want to introduce you to my dogs. I've got 2 dogs. They're both rather small. The largest of my 2 small dogs is named Spike. Spike is a Chihuahua, and he's full of energy. Can you pretend to be Spike? So this is just a basic split C arpeggio, and at this point I would want the kids to be running around full of energy, kind of pretending to be a dog. Now, what about my other dog, you may ask me? What does he sound like? That's an interesting question because, while Spike is more direct and always knows where he's going, Walter is mostly blind, so he never knows where he's going. This is Walter. What happened to Walter? I think he bumped into things. Oh, he got it now. Oh, bumped into stuff again. So at this point, I want the kids to kind of be walking around like they're afraid of bumping into stuff. And when they hear the cluster, I want them to pretend like they bumped into stuff. I would go on with this for a minute. And now I want to tell you about how one time my dogs got lost when they ran out of the yard and couldn't find their way home. So run around like your dog. What is that? Walter went to check it out. Walter ran away, back to Spike. He ran into his brother. Spike jumbled around. "Why did you bump into me?" he said. Walter said, "I heard something." What could it be? Spike ran over to see. Spike jumped back. Something under the shed that they couldn't quite see. They snuck forward. And Walter joined. Staying as quiet as he could. They peered through, and since only Spike could see, he saw what he saw, and suddenly a cat appeared. And away they ran. Or tried. Poor Walter's kind of a mess. When they ran away from the cat, they tried to go back into the yard and they couldn't find the hole in the fence. That made them quite sad. Walter started trying to look around for the hole in the fence. No hole was to be found. Even Spike was having trouble. slowed down for the first time in his life. And he couldn't find the hole. And there they sat, waiting for Mom to come home, waiting to be rescued. When suddenly, a cat appeared. And in their depressed state, they couldn't even run away. But the cat, not even noticing them, snuck under the fence and into their backyard. Watching, curious, Spike ran over to where the cat had entered their yard. And he looked, and he found the hole. He ran back over to Walter, and he said, "I found the hole." Walter said, "Cool, let's go home." So on they went. And then they got home. That's what I have so far. There are lots of things that can be developed. I want it to be more streamlined, and I feel like Walter doesn't interact very much, but I want him to be in there because I think that hearing how the kids will react to such a strange sound would be extremely interesting. So if you guys have any ideas, I'm definitely all ears. And then if you have more ideas for what I can do with the cat, that doesn't have to stay the cat's motive. I like it for some reason. So yeah, I'm open to thoughts. Thank you for listening.